tourism instead of spending their euros in South Africa. Scores of German tourists were stranded at airports after they weren't allowed to fly here over the weekend. Their visa-free status had been suspended at the start of the lockdown and was not reinstated when borders reopened for international travel. While the relevant South African ministers and officials scurried to correct this, some German travellers were left uber angry. Ayesha Ismail reports.
It's been a week since international flights could be seen landing at our airports once again. The Western Cape has expanded its We Are Open campaign, which it launched in August to target domestic tourists. That campaign now includes international tourists, and Germans on top of the list. But the rush to enjoy the mother city got off to a false start as Germans were grounded over the weekend.
I tried to fly over with Turkish Airlines, and at the airport last Friday, at 2 o'clock in the morning, they didn't let us on board, about 10 people, 10 Germans. And we were not allowed to come into South Africa because we found out of misorganization.
He says the delay cost him a lot of money, euros he could have spent in Cape Town.
The problem is that in the system of the airlines, it was the status that we need a visa. But normally we get a visa by arrival, for 90 days. Then I flew to Amsterdam, then I flew to Berlin. Then it took actually till yesterday that the airlines knows from the government that they are welcome.
The Home Affairs and Tourism Ministers hastily convened a meeting on the weekend with officials to correct the oversight not to reinstate the 90-day visa-free status of German visitors. Over 100,000 German tourists visited the Western Cape last year alone, and the country desperately can't afford to lose out on any more revenue. Ayesha Ismail, Cape Town.